Right, hello. I just need to get rid of that banner. All right, so a few audio checks first, please. Just hello, Paula. How you doing? Sorry, it was a bit of a last minute thing. Let me just see. I've changed some settings again on my microphone because I've not been happy with how it's been sounding. So I have no idea what it sounds like. So I need some checks. AI, my lovely hubby, is my sound engineer. So hopefully he will let me know how it is. I bet he's forgotten already. I've just asked him. Hi, Brum Vixen. Hi, Sing Blue Silver. Hi, Paula. I've added in a smaller sounds okay. Thank you. He's really fussy on the sound, so he's the best one to ask. Can hear Penny. Hello. Hi, Tamsin. So I've set up a lower tier on here for membership because I don't do much for the members on this channel as I do on the other one. If I get rid of the $2.99 tier altogether, it will just stop everything. So what I've done, I've added in a lower tier. If you want to join that instead, it's totally up to you. There will be a giveaway at the end of the month. Both memberships at $2.99 will be getting, one of you will be getting a £10, well, two of you, because on each channel. So duck race at the end of the month. We've not done one for a long time. I know Alan Edge loves them. And we will have a duck race for the £10 Amazon gift voucher. Anyway, so I'm going to do a quiz tomorrow night. Just I'm still waiting for him to let me know how the audio is. Hold on a minute. Okay. Thing is, it sounded fine the other day, but it didn't sound fine to me. It was still a little bit too tinny. That's why I've changed the setting. We've got Carlos, we've got Amethyst, we've got Lee, we've got Belinda, we've got Space Cat, we've got Dizzy, we've got Tamsin, Brum Vixen, Sing Blue Silver, and Paula. How are we all doing, darling? So yeah, thank you to our members. I appreciate you. Right. So today I was having a quick look through. And the first thing I seen in the news, again, let me know if the audio is okay. I know you've had a couple of people saying it sounds okay. Sounds fine. Does it sound good though? So I was looking through the news today, and the first thing I noticed was another person has tragically died in water. So I thought, gosh, this is, been going on. We don't know what's causing it. We have looked into this a little bit before. So thank you, Lee. So what I did, I just literally put in, recent deaths in or around water. And I couldn't believe what was coming up, honestly. And I only got a snippet of them. So thank you, Carlos. I thought, you know what? Let's jump on. I can't be on for long. I've got something I've got to do at 9:30-ish. So I can't be too long because I've got stuff to do. I finished all the hogs with. It's getting darker early now. Isn't it depressing? Sounds balanced and good in my headphones. Well, thank you, because I know you're good with your sound as well. So I appreciate that. And thank you for being a member, darling. So because it's getting darker earlier, which is really sad for me. Thank you, Belinda, love. The hedgehogs are all done. You see, this is what I was saying. Hi, Dave. The thing is, when I was with summer, I'm always going to struggle to stream as much. Oh, thank you. Thank you, hubby. Sounds splendid. Does it sound better than normal? I hope so. So I can get on a bit better with the streaming. So as the months get darker, you'll see more of me over winter. You see less of me over the summer, apart from the garden streams and out and about. Yeah, literally all I did was do a quick Google. I haven't even had to do that, darling, because the thing is, what tends to happen with these deaths is it will be localized. You get the odd one, like the Nicola Bulley case was a massive case, and that was Splendid But Blonde. That was a massive case, and it made national news. But most of these cases in water and so on, they are just localized, so we don't miss them all. Sorry, we miss a lot of them. So I'm going to go through a couple of them now, and I haven't even gone that deep into this at all. Like I say, it was like a bit of a last minute thing. I will be doing a news show again on Sunday. Sunday night is the Curious News Show, so keep a lookout for that. And then Friday night is our quiz night. Now we got 13 likes. Please hit the like, guys. It really does help the channel. I don't do as many lives anymore. So this is what, let me just share this out on my other channel. Hold on a sec. Let me just. Right, hang on a sec. I'm just sharing myself out on my other channel. You see, this isn't even an exhaustive list. I've only got so much from this. So there's probably a lot more. We've actually had more time just to sit there and go through it all. So, right, let's get the first ones up. Does it sound okay, yeah? Does it sound better than normal? Because it's a bit tinny when I listened back the other day. I've changed it a little bit. Thank you. Cheers. Right, okay. Gosh, there's about 20 of them. So I'm just going to get into my emails a sec. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us. I really, really appreciate everyone that comes in. You guys are awesome. Amaze Bowls. Gosh, there's so many of these. Okay. And like I say, we'll be having some curious news on Sunday night. It'll be a roundup of, we'll probably have a little bit of normalish news in there as well, and a little bit of strange thrown in. Because I don't do news shows on my Penny Bunny anymore, we're just going to kind of like push them together. So there'll be a little bit of normal, but not politics. Anything politics will be on my other channel. Okay, so the first one I came across, and this was one that was in the news today, which is what prompted me to say, right, let's have a little look and see what's going on here. Right, this one's in Wales, okay? And as you can imagine, I'm just going to get it up now. Hi, Tone, how you doing? Hi, Assad. Right, just bear with me. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Alan Edge isn't here, but if he was, I would tell him that I've got a towel on my head. He always asks me that. Right, so this was in the news today, okay? So let's just pop this in. So this is this story here. There's the link there. If you are watching on the replay, big up the replay crew, then check the live chat replay, which is usually there, and you can see the links to all of these stories. So I've just put it full screen for a moment. Now this is in today's news, 28th of August, that's today, okay? So beach horror, tragedy as body of woman, not a woman, just woman, terrible writing, pulled from the water at popular UK beach resort. So I was like, oh my gosh, another one. And so look at the first thing, the first line here. Police believe they've just pulled this poor woman out of the water. Police don't believe there are suspicious circumstances. That's terrible grammar there, you know. It should be police do not believe there are any suspicious circumstances. That is terrible. I know I'm the grammar police, but, you know, I did well at English at school, and it really does annoy me. Anyway, you're right, G-Dog. Okay, so this is in Wales. Oh, I love Wales. So a woman's body has been tragically found near a holiday town. The Welsh Coast Guard, this was yesterday, and emergency services rushed to the scene in Porthcawl, Wales, just before 3 p.m. yesterday. You right, George? What's the matter, love? You okay? You sitting with your mum? So reports coming claiming a woman's body has been spotted in the waves. Hi, Bobby. Let me just sort you out with a wrench. Sorry. Thought you had one on this channel. This is madness. Hang on. It is a lovely beach. Am I logged into the wrong account? I nearly timed you out then. I'm in the wrong account, sorry. And just swap over to the Curious Bunny and I can give you a wrench. Good to see you. Okay, so a spokesman said there were no indications of suspicious circumstances. So have you noticed the first thing they haven't, I don't know whether you guys are picking up on this, but usually if there's a body found, what's the first thing that they say? It's suspected to be of a missing person who's been missing. Nowhere here does it say that this woman, was actually missing. Because every single time I've seen on the news when they found a body, they've said, you know, post-mortem needs to be done, blah, blah, blah. But police believe it is this person. But here, it looks to me like they haven't even had a report of a missing person. So who is this person? You know? So it says police received a call shortly after 2:55 yesterday, which was Wednesday, the 27th of August, reporting the discovery of a woman's body in the sea. At this time, there were no indications of suspicious circumstances surrounding the incident. So some random woman has been found bobbing around in the water, and there are no reason to believe it's suspicious. What happened to our police? What happened? Because surely, I'm not saying it is suspicious. I'm saying you should have an open mind. Now, majority of these cases we're going to look at tonight probably are genuinely accidents. But there's only so many accidents you can have until you start asking questions. And surely the police find a body, immediately it's unexplained. Surely. Unexplained leaves it open. There's been no post-mortem yet because they've only just found the body. So there's been no post-mortem. They don't know who it is, but they immediately jump on the first line. There are no suspicious circumstances. That is not police work. There is something going on here. I don't know about you guys, how you feel. I think that there's either a complete incompetence, lack of funds to look into it, or there's something more sinister. And I'm starting to think more and more that it is something more sinister. That they know that these things are going on. That you just don't know. And you hear about these stories about elites and chasing people and all that stuff. And it's all in films and it's not real. But this is why we're on the Curious Bunny, because this is my curious channel and we can discuss different things without feeling silly, you know, about laughing at each other. I do genuinely believe that they do hunt people. And do the police know about this, or the people at the top know and they're told not to investigate? I want to believe the police are not that inept and that skint that they can't even do an investigation. I believe, take care, Assad. Lots of love. Thanks for coming in, my friend. I genuinely believe that there's just too many of them. You know, and like I say, most of them probably are accidents, but they can't all be accidents, surely. How many people just wander off into water all the time? So now this is the gaslighting comes in now, right? Let's look at this for the gaslighting. So we don't know who it is or anything, but we're now going to get a warning over water in the warm weather. This is where they gaslight you. This is to make you believe that it's really, water is so dangerous, and that if you enter the water, you might end up deceased. Okay, I found this shocking gaslighting. Hi, Alan Edge, you okay? So they're now talking about water safety experts. A little toddler. Oh, look, a toddler and an 8-year-old boy are among the tragic young people who've died in rivers, canals, and seas this year. It talks about water safety experts have given warnings. about all these people that are passing away in water. All of this is gaslighting, right? Now, again, of course, there's going to be accidents. I'm not saying that every single thing is suspicious, but why don't they have an open mind? I don't understand. And that's it. There's nothing else about it. Nothing. Talks about tips for staying safe. Now, this poor woman, she deserves, and her family, if don't even know who she is, deserves an investigation. Just imagine, right? This poor woman could have been murdered. Not saying she has been, but she could have been. And the police have just immediately said no suspicious circumstances. How do they know? How do they know? So that was the one. That was one that I come across today, which then maybe do a little bit more digging. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on that one because there might be more details to follow. So if anyone's got an update on that one, let me know. Right, so I'll press the wrong button again. Look, you can't get the staff. I'm too blonde for this show. So let's move on and go to another one. So I starts looking, yeah. And where's it gone now? Right, so I continues on. I starts doing a little bit of like digging and seeing if there was many of these people turning up in water. So another one, 8 hours ago. And guess what? Also in South Wales. I kid you not. Another one. Man found dead at Popular Beach. Now we've had a woman found dead, and we've now got a man. A man found dead. Now, this was emergency services. A helicopter was sent to scene on Wednesday evening. So yesterday day, they found a woman's body, and last night they found a man's body. What about the 4 people who found at the bottom of a cliff in Whitby a couple of weeks ago? We've not heard anything. So I'll be looking into that as well. So a 63-year-old man has been found dead at a Popular Beach. Police were at the scene in Gower Peninsula in Swansea. So South Wales again. Following a report of a body has been discovered at the beach. Formal identification of the man. This is what I'm talking about. They usually say, don't they? So that they think it's this person. Formal identification has not yet to take place, but his next of kin have been confirmed. Been informed. So they don't know who. They can't confirm without a post-mortem, but they think they know who it is, and they've told their family. Now, the last one, there was not even, we don't know who it is or whatever. Exactly. And do you know what? Wales, there's a lot. Hi, Jenna. Sorry, where's Jenna? There's Jenna. Hi, Jenna. How you doing, my lovely? Really? Sorry, I'm missing some chat, so I'm not ignoring you all. That's not far. So there's 2 in one day, right? Let me just make this big again. Okay. Now, what's the first thing we see, folks? Again, the force added, there were no suspicious circumstances. How do they know? Am I missing something? They haven't this time. They haven't even said they don't believe there is. They've said there's no. They just added there were no. Again, how do they know? It seems to me in this country at the moment, in the UK, it's a 3 for all. Oh, I love the sand dunes in Wales. They're amazing. So Coast Guard confirmed incident, whatever that means, at Rosalie Beach. And a 63-year-old man has lost his life. The RNLI were sent to the scene. So he must have been in the water. And that's it. No more information. So that's 2 in one day in Wales found dead at the beach. What are people saying in chat? Am I missing something here? Is it me or what? What do you reckon? Last year, loads around that. Yeah, there was a lot around that area, and there was also a lot of suicides as well. Do you remember? I know, Jenna, and before that there's a lady's body being found. I don't know if you caught the beginning, love. They found a lady's body just down the road from there on the same day. Straight away, no suspicious circumstances. Don't go out in the rain. You don't like getting wet. That's the sort of garbage they spew. Yeah, they do. Isn't it strange, Dizzy? Welcome, by the way. Yeah, it's just like... So I starts doing some more digging, right? And I'm like... So I didn't even have to spend that much time on it. I could have spent hours and hours and hours, and I would have probably got a lot more. I only spent about an hour because I didn't really have much chance. It's been a bit manic. I'm sorry I've not been around. It's been a bit busy this week. The whole summer has just been manic. So, yeah, I'll be back more September. The last couple of days has been proper manic. So Jack's been at summer camp, so I've been having to sort him out, and long story, but it's been obviously really busy. So which means that I'm busier, getting everything sorted out for the animals and the house, and there's lots of stuff happening here. So I've not been around as much. Last night was an absolute nightmare. I was going to try and stream last night, but by the time I'd had a shower and then Jack woke up and gone back to sleep, it was just too late. So sorry I didn't stream last night. I'll do my best to stream tomorrow night with a quiz, and obviously we're doing a little bit of this tonight, a bit of digging into all these water deaths. Hi Fairy, how you doing, my lovely? I know, Jenna. I'll be around more and more as much as I can. But the summer is always like this, and I still haven't done some out and about stuff for you, have I? Right, let's have a look at this next one now. Now, this is Tamworth in the West Midlands, just outside Birmingham. Again, these could all be accidents. I don't know what this incident is. Just talking about the previous case, that man. It said there was an incident. What incident? And because it's all localized, this one's in the main newspaper, but most of them are like localized. No, they're not being questioned by the mainstream media because they're not going national. Each little area is like keeping it to themselves. So there's another one, Tamworth tragedy. A search ends for missing man. 21 body found in water. You all know what it's going to say, folks. Do I need to even go there? Because you can just answer this for me. So, police searching for a missing man in Tamworth have confirmed the body of a 21-year-old man was recovered from a river following an incident in the water. What incident? Did he just enter the water like the others? So sad. Police hunting for a missing man have issued a tragic update after he was pulled lifeless from a river following an incident in the water. Emergency services raced to the River Tame in Oxbridge Way, Pembroke Close in Tamworth on Monday. This is Monday this week, I'm pretty certain. Let me just check. Pretty certain this is this week. No, my mistake. This was in June. But they're all recent. All the ones I'm showing you are all in the last sort of like 9 months or so. Okay? They're not like years ago. They're all this year. Now, police, a land ambulance, an air ambulance, police helicopter were spotted at the scene off Lichfield Road. The tragedy happened hours after cops were called to a property in the area. This could have been an accident. Okay? I don't know. Let me just get rid of this idea. He was discovered during the day, 21 years old. Next of kin have been informed. His death isn't being treated as suspicious. it says we were called at 1:48 incident in Lichfield Road. So that's another one. That's in a river, that one. So we've had 2 in the sea on Wednesday, very local to each other. And this man here, 21 years old, not suspicious, found in a river. Again, I am not saying that all of these things are suspicious. My question is, why aren't the police having an open mind and just doing a little bit of digging? Just a little bit would be helpful, you know? Right, what are people saying in the chat? Thanks for being here, by the way, guys. I know you probably don't like, I don't know, some of you may or may not like this sort of content, but I have a lot of people asking me to look into these sort of things. So I thought, why not? But I haven't got much time because I've got a lot to do tonight. But this is just so sad, isn't it? It is just... These are... Oh, hang on. That was George attacking my laptop. George, what's the matter? Is it because you're not getting my attention? This is another reason why I struggle streaming. Because George keeps attacking my laptop when he's not getting my attention. No suspicious circumstances, nothing to see here. I just don't know what... Are you in Tamworth? I just don't know what to say. Is it lazy coppers? There has been, you're right, there's been more plane crashes as well. Good to see you, Furry. Now, I don't want to scare anybody. And I don't believe that all of these are, you know, suspicious. But what if they are? What if we have a serial killer? Let's get into some more. What's this one here? And they're all over the country as well. They're not in one area. Like, when's this one from? Right. This one's from December. Okay. So it is a bit older, but it's not that old. It's only December 2024. So it's not even a year ago. Another one. Chorlton Water Park. This is in Manchester. Now, police are actively, I'm going to look for an update on this. Police are actively pursuing lines of inquiry. An inquest opening as heard. The police asked to investigate lines of inquiry, death of a mystery woman. This one is even more weird. They don't know who it is. They just don't know. No matter what, they can't find anyone missing on this one. And this is the sort of stuff that I genuinely believe they are smuggling people in from probably Ukraine or whatever. I don't know. This is just, again, this is just a theory. I'm not saying this is factual. I do believe that they're struggling people in the trafficking and there's stuff going on. For all we know, these people are being abducted by aliens and dumped in the water. I don't know. I'm not saying that's happening. Probably isn't. But nobody knows. And the police are not looking into it. But this is a really interesting one because it says here, a mystery woman whose body was found at Chorlton Water Park. An inquest opening has heard. So the unidentified woman was discovered by a dog walker. So we've got the original story here. Hang on. So this is from March, but the inquest was in December. Police recover body from Chorlton Water Park. There are a number of police and fire services at the scene this afternoon. So police have pulled this lady from the water. This is just so sad, isn't it? It is just so sad. And this is another reason why I'm doing this, because these people have lost their lives and no one's talking about them. No one seems to care. No one's investigating their deaths. So the least we can do is at least, you know, talk about them. It's just heartbreaking. So a body was sadly recovered from the water. Greater Manchester Police have confirmed no other details. Inquiries are ongoing. So let's just go back to the inquest. If it will let me. Right, okay. So a dog walker seen the body in the River Mersey on the 21st of March. Emergency services were called where she was sadly pronounced dead. Who is she? Since then, significant efforts have been made to identify the woman, including DNA tests, public appeals, and even a facial reconstruction. But her identity still remains a mystery. What the hell is going on here then? Who is she? DNA. It's awful, Jenna. DNA, facial recognition. Not one person has actually reported this lady missing. We do, Amethyst. I genuinely believe that we need to go deeper on these. I am literally just plucking a few cases that I've come across, because I know you guys like the true crime. Not solved it yet. No, I think this is shocking. It's madness. This poor lady. So the thing is, right, if they've done DNA and they've done fingerprints or whatever, facial reconstruction, public appeals, what's the matter? Why are you tapping me? What's wrong? Have you had your chicken yet? Have you had your chick? Have you? Your fresh chick? Cooked nice and fresh. Have you had some ding-dings yet? These dogs are so fussy. They don't eat at proper times. They're like pick at things. They're a nightmare to feed, these little dogs. They're not like big dogs where you just put a bowl of food down, scoff, and it's gone. You have to like literally like really try and entice them. Have you had something to eat or not? You're gonna go and have some chicken. Yeah, they can't eat dog food. Try dog food. They just turn their noses up at it. They've got to have like proper cuts of meat, cooked. Obviously, I don't feed raw. Yeah, and you always have posh kibble, don't you? If you want it. Right, okay, George is trying to distract me. Oh, thank you, Alan Edge. I appreciate that. Are you on my other one as well? I've set up this little one. I've set up this smaller one. Thank you. That's really kind. Turkey. You have to get some turkey because I love the chicken. I'll get some turkey, yeah. Oh, he's trying to make a bed. No, you can't do it there. That's all my folding I've got to do. Hang on. He's on my bloody clean washing now. Yeah, aren't they a nightmare? Thank you, Alan Edge, my YouTube husband. Yeah, if you can join the smaller one if you want. But you won't be in the £10 gift card draw. You will be free if you join the $2.99 one on either. If you join it on both, you might win twice. Who knows? Right, okay. Can you hear him trying to make a bed out of my bloody washing? AI, if you're watching, can you help me? Oh, thank you, Furry. 5 months. Wow. The sea will wash up migrants. Yeah, you're probably right there, actually. You're probably right. So I'm going to have a look in a minute and see if there's been any updates. He's managed to make a bed out of my clean washing. Hate these ads. But as of here, the inquest said Coroner Zach Gollenbeck, which is that's a mouthful, isn't it? Police have requested inquests remain open whilst they pursue lines of inquiries. My opinion on this, guys, is that this is not somebody who's native or as registered here, and this is what makes me suspicious. Oh, thank you, Jenna. This is what makes me suspicious, guys, that they are bringing people in. Dave, I've said this before. Drop some great whites in the channel. So there have been numerous attempts to identify the body of this female. There's been forensic post-mortem examination that was taken, and that included DNA and anthropology, but at present there is no identification. This is just so sad. Police released a picture of a top believed to be the same as the woman was wearing. So she was found in water wearing that top. They've released facial reconstruction. So the inquest has been left open, basically, because they don't know. A green Primark top and new look jeans. This is just so sad. So another one there. No one knows who it is. Hi, Rach. How you doing? I'm going to add some more emojis as well for you. Mix it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm sorry I've not been around as much, but I will try and be more. Like I say, I've just been doing loads with Jack and, family stuff. My health wasn't great. I got diagnosed with arthritis in my knee a couple of weeks ago, and that really got me down, I'm not going to lie. But I've accepted that now. But I don't want to talk about that anyway. I'm not here for that, am I? But yeah, Space Cat knows. She knows. I've told her. Right then. So I'm just gonna whiz through some more. Okay. What's this one here? On my birthday, this one, and apologies about all the ads because they get really annoying, but there's a lot of ads. YouTube husband, I've got a towel on my head. That's why I was a couple of minutes late. Look at this, guys. On my birthday this year, 17th of July, River Irwell search updates. I'll tell you something now, we do need a few of us to sit down and build a map of where and put pins on, or virtual pins if we do it online, of all of these places and see if there's any sort of connections. So this one, body was found after woman in water at Salford Hotel. The body is reported to have been recovered. Let me just make this a bit bigger. Right. Been found following a huge rescue operation launched in response to reports of a woman having gone into a river. How many women just walk into rivers? Well, how many people just walk into rivers? Greater Manchester Police again. So there's been a lot around Manchester and a lot around South Wales. Have you noticed the pattern? They're responding to the alarm being raised amid concerns a person thought to be a woman entering the water. It has now been reported a body has been recovered. So again, this could just be an accident, or it could be that someone's been pushed in. We don't know. We just don't know. Is this the Manchester Canal or River Pusher that we've spoken about in the past? So I'm having a bit of my tea. Hold on a sec. Hit the like, please, guys. It does help. I think, Dave, Glasgow Dave, this is what I'm saying. Are they hunting people for these snuff movies? Again, it might just, people will laugh and go, oh, you're just paranoid. But this is the channel to question everything. Literally everything can be questioned here. Everything. Oh, it's madness. How you doing, Lee? Everybody, thanks for being here. Terry Knowles Band again. Lee found one in the lake blowing up, white, blue, and black. I'm missing something here. So again, this could be completely the lady's just fallen in, but police investigations are continuing. So this was on my birthday. How bloody depressing is that? Poor woman. So I'm just going back. Right, listen to this, guys. Second major incident in 2 months. Back in May, a man was found dead. This is one we've just spoken about, I think, on the River Irwell, following a concern for welfare. Confirmed that a man was found dead and pulled from the water. We've got a map of that's 2 in Manchester. And hi, Yvonne, my lovely. Hi, Nanny Loves to Craft. How are we all doing, guys? We're just having a quick look at some deaths in the water. It's so bizarre. Who's that? Right, hang on. Right, I'm just reading the text I just got through. Oscar's having his Oski, it's okay, boy. He's having that thing that he does. That he's always done it. I don't know what causes it. They don't know. The vets don't know what causes it in rabbits. My other rabbits have had it as well. Oski, it's okay, boy. Oski. So a scene remains in place while detectives are investigating. It's believed a person entered the water. So they don't know what surrounds it. It doesn't say anything about suspicious circumstances or not suspicious circumstances. But I find it interesting that this, for once, some journalism's been done, and they've mentioned that there's 2 inside 2 months. Finally, someone has actually admitted there's been 2 incidents in 2 months in the same area involving water. So I don't know, is this the canal pusher, river pusher, or is this just tragic accidents and people just falling in water? I don't know. It's so sad. Right, I'm just going to whiz through some more, and I sound awful saying whiz through, but there's so many of them, and there's so little time, and these are people, these are human beings. Now it gets sadder and sadder. It gets sadder and sadder, guys. This is a tough one here, okay, because it's a child. Another one, pond tragedy this time. Body found in search for boy, 15, missing in water at Popular Park as cops call off the search. It's so sad. So apparently he got into difficulty in the water. Again, this could be completely an accident, or it could be someone is pushing people in. We don't know. This is a child. This is someone's kid, man. So there you go. Where's this one at? There's so many. This is in Lewisham in London. He vanished in Beckenham Palace. Now, vanished? Was he kidnapped? We don't know. Why aren't the police looking into this? Oh. So this was in April this year. Sorry, this was this year again. Another one. Rushed to the park after the boy got into difficulty. We don't know what happened or why. Was he messing about with his friends, or and all we know is it's been called off because they found the body. Let me just see if it says anything. Cops are treating his death as unexpected. That's a new one. Unexpected, but not believed to be suspicious. There you go. Unexpected. Another thing we've got to bear in mind, folks, is this to do with the old, you know what, the jibby jabby, and people are actually, and this isn't me being horrible or anything like that, but it's another thing that could be happening, is that people are having heart attacks and falling into water. I just don't know. He'll be a local boy, but I don't know him. A dog walker whose home backs onto the park. It's so sad. The first day, this would have been around Easter. Favourite time of year as well, spring and Easter and all that. It's my favourite time. It's so sad. I just can't believe that this is someone's brother, daughter, son. These are human beings, and they're just being buried in the news somewhere, you know? These are people. Yeah, I just think, isn't it funny? Hi, Mocha. I haven't just seen you here. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, so I don't know how long you've been watching, but, you know, we've got 2 in Manchester straight away within 2 months of each other. Hang on, what's this you guys are on about here? Yeah, he has got good taste in music. I wish he'd come back, do some music shows. Yeah, exactly. Why don't we hear about it? Exactly. I literally just put some, hello, Jimmy. How you doing, mate? I will have to start doing a panel at some point, but I've not been doing panels for the last couple of years because they give me a headache. Right, what else have we got here? I think this is the same. Yeah, sorry, that story that I've just pulled up is the same as the mystery woman. So we've already looked at that one. Just going for everything. Yeah, we're doing a bit of true crime tonight. It's sad. It's really sad. Okay, where's this one? Right, this one is the River Thames, and this was June this year. Oh, okay. Prince. Hang on. The singer or a prince? Yeah, between 2008 and 26 alone, 85 deaths were recorded in Greater Manchester canals, according to Wiki, yeah? And that's just the ones that they tell you about, mate. It's crazy. So this one here, this was in June this year. So they've all been this year, apart from one that was in the missing lady. Girl's body has been found in a river after she entered the water with a boy. A community in grief. Now, this authorities in England recovered the girl from the Thames. Oh God, what is with these ads? Sorry, the May the 31st, but this was published on the 2nd of June. The River Thames. Again, there could be accidents. We don't know. So a missing girl's body was found on the 31st of May. The previous day, a young boy was rescued from the water and hospitalised after they entered the river together. That to me is really suspicious. You know, why did he get out and she didn't? At the heart of this family and a community in grief, local politician Lauren Sullivan wrote on social media. The missing girl's body was found this weekend in the Thames after she entered the water. So that's another one. And it's so sad. And these are these are real people. But no one's hearing about these stories. So I think it's right that we highlight them. There's been a dumping ground for centuries. Yeah, it has. And I genuinely believe there's something to this, whether it's Freemasons, whether it's government testing us. And that mystery woman, like, they've done all of these things, you know, they've done forensics and DNA and everything. Right, what's this one? Right, we've got another one here. Again, this is all from this year, all at the end of last year. What's this from? 19th of April this year. Woman's body found floating in water off popular UK beach. So I'm just going to grab the link for that. The woman has not yet been identified after she was seen from a passing boat around 5 miles from Brighton Beach today. An investigation has been launched into the circumstances of her death. I need to get an update on this one. This is from April. Oh, hang on, my back's gone. I'm all stiff. Hold on. Ow. She was discovered off Brighton's coast after being spotted by a passing boat. The RNLI brought the body back. It's a person, to their station at Brighton Marina, while Sussex police have begun an investigation into her death. A spokesperson said police were called around 12:30 p.m. on Saturday, April the 19th, after a woman's body was found by a member of the public 5 miles off the coast. The RNLI discovered the body. Inquiries are ongoing alongside partner agencies to identify and establish the full circumstances of the situation. There was a significant turnout from emergency services. George is attacking my laptop again. Evidenced by a heavy police presence. The incident occurred on the heels of another tragic discovery earlier in the week, where a body of a woman was found in the English Channel near Brighton. That's it. Oh, no, there's some more down here, sorry. They responded around 3 a.m. on Wednesday after reports came in for a concern for a woman in the sea. This is all in Brighton. This isn't where they cross, is it, the dinghy divers? The police later confirmed that the woman was a Lewes resident in her 20s from East Sussex, had passed away. There's 2 women, both found in Brighton, right? After reports came regarding concern for a woman in the sea. So that was a woman in her 20s has passed away. Let me guess, she just entered the water. Spokeswoman said police were called following concerns for a woman on Wednesday at 3 a.m. This was a different woman. They responded, but she was found sadly pronounced deceased. Next of kin have been informed. That's it. Oh no, here we go. Right at the end, guys. There are no suspicious circumstances, and this will now be a matter for the coroner. That's 2 women found dead or drowning in Brighton. Okay. They're not, one of them was a local resident. The other one, they don't know who it is. So it's not dinghy divers. What is going on? That was in June. How many more of these deaths are going to have to go until somebody actually starts saying, hang on a minute, there's something funny going on here? Hi, Stephen. Oh, George, listen, right, I'll be as quick as I can. All right, I've got to come off in about 10 minutes anyway. Right. He's in the mood because he wants to make a bed on my clean washing, right? And it's too high. He can't get onto it. Well, he can, but he can't get comfortable on it because I don't really want him on my clean washing, right? Little sod. So he keeps tapping my laptop because he wants to lie down, and he's got his second walk as well to do yet. Right, what's this one? Let me just see what this one is. Right, another one in Wales. This is North Wales now. This is Carnarvon, a beautiful, beautiful part of the world. Beautiful part of the world. I used to holiday a lot around that area as a child. Man's body found in the water off Carnarvon following major search operation. A huge search was launched after police reported if an elderly man had failed to return home. This was on April Fool's Day, but I don't think this would have been April Fool's. It just wouldn't. So tragically discovered in water off Carnarvon following a major search on Thursday, March the 27th. This was this year. A large search operation involving the Coast Guard, drone unit and specialist officers launched. The man was found in the water near at Eberminey Point. North Wales Police, shortly after midnight, received reports of an elderly man and failed return home. 4:45 a.m, the man's body was sadly recovered from the water by His Majesty's Coast Guard. The man's family and the coroner have been informed. Look at these ads. How do I get rid of this? There's no box to get rid of it. God's sake. There's not a little tick box. Oh, there it is. My thoughts are with the family at this incredibly sad time, is what the police said. I would like to ask their privacy is respected and thank all of the agencies involved. And that's it. So this time they haven't even said that there's no suspicious circumstances, but they don't even say it anymore. What's the point? They don't need to. They just presume that we're going to think that. What's going on, folks? Again, like this isn't a full list. This is just what I came across when I had time to look earlier between all the other stuff I've been doing. Right. I'm not even going to get through all of these, folks. There's too many. There is literally. This is so sad. This is heartbreaking. I do think we need to get together, though, and do some sort of map on this, because I think there's again, some of them will be accidents. All right. Right. We're now getting to Scotland now. Hello, Mr. Steve. We just literally, I'm having a quick look through all the deaths. Okay, Scotland. Body found in water amid search for missing woman in Falkirk. Police have confirmed that woman's body was found in the water near Helgen Terrace in Falkland around 1:45 on Wednesday, June the 25th. So that's this summer. This is the lady here. She went missing. She was searching for there was a search for a missing person, Jennifer Stephen, who was last seen in Falkirk on Tuesday afternoon. Earlier today, police said they were extremely concerned with the welfare of a 34-year-old after her belongings were found by a member of the public. Hold on, I think I've got to go now. Sorry, I got 5 minutes and I've got to go. I've got stuff to do. Okay, so earlier today, police were extremely concerned for the welfare of a 34-year-old woman after her belongings were found by a member of the public. She was last seen in the Bewley Court area around 3:30 on the 24th of June. Let me just put this big so you can see it a bit better. I'm sorry if I'm just boring you by reading through all these articles, guys, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention just how in depth this is. Okay, I know it's probably some people will not find this interesting, some people will find it interesting, but I just felt that there's so many of these cases and all these people, they're not making the news, they're not getting they're not getting their deaths investigated or anything. It's really bad. So she was missing. Her belongings were found by a member of the public. Investigations found that Jennifer may have been on the Union Canal path near to Helgan Terrace later that evening. Police have now confirmed that the woman's body was found in the water near Helgan Terrace at 1:45 Wednesday, the 25th of June. Hi, Larry. Formal identification is yet to take place, but Jennifer's family have been informed of the tragic discovery. Police appealed for help to trace Jennifer after she was reported missing today. That's it. Oh, sorry, no. We're extremely concerned. When they were looking for her, the inspector said, "We're extremely concerned for Jennifer's welfare and are asking anyone who may have seen her or who has any information to contact her. We're particularly keen to speak to Jennifer, to speak to the member of the public who found some of her belongings, as they may have detail." That's it. Oh, no, sorry. No, there's some more, sorry. They haven't formally identified, but they believe it's her. Here we go. Right, we've actually gotten somewhere now. The death is being treated as unexplained and inquiries are ongoing. Blimey. We've got an unexplained, guys. Right. Let me just do something quickly. All right, let me just have a quick gander. Just hold on. I haven't got long because I'm needed, right? Let me just see if any... This is in June. I want to know if anything's happened. Hang on. Right. 2nd of July. Just hold on a sec, folks. A little bit of a more update. What's this? Star found dead in swimming pool coming across the screen. What's that? TV star dies sudden. What? Right. Got a bit of an update on this lady. It's just shocking. I feel bad for just skimming through, you know. I feel bad. Right. I'm just going to come off that a moment. Okay. And just going to pop onto this one because I've put her name in. I don't know what all this is here. Star found dead in swimming pool. Okay, so this is 2nd of July, right? So this is a later update. Okay. And they've confirmed the body in the water was a missing young mom. She was a mom, guys, right? So this is another woman, another mom who has just happened to just enter the water and left her belongings for a member of the public to find. Jennifer Stephen was reported missing, as we know, on the 24th of June. She was spotted on a canal towpath. Several of her personal items were later recovered by a member of the public. Okay, we know that. That's a picture of her there. Officers have now confirmed it is Miss Stephen. It is understood she was the mother of 2 young daughters. Mothers don't tend to leave their children, right? I'm not saying there's never a case where that does happen when people are in despair, but I'm sorry, as a rule, women, mothers, do not leave their babies, okay? And the amount of women that are leaving their babies, there's just too many for my liking. 36-year-old woman, a mother of 2, formally identified. Now look at this. This makes me sick. The death is unexplained. However, it is not being treated as suspicious and inquiries remain ongoing. Honestly, I don't know why I bother doing this. That woman has lost her life. Those poor babies have been left without a mom. Guys, I'm going to have to go because I've got stuff to do. But there's this. Let me just tell you how many more of these there are. And this is just what I found in the last, in about half an hour's time. It took me about half an hour. Do you know what? I think we'll continue it. I think I'll continue because there's so many more. Do you want me to go into it another day, or what? I'll tell you what. I'll just do another one. This guys, I must have found about 20 in just half an hour alone this year of people, of human beings. Right, let me just get this one up. Right, okay. I don't know whether you guys are actually interested in this sort of stuff or not, you know. I know that you guys like your true crime and stuff, but this might be just too tedious for you. Body found in water after extensive search for missing woman. This was 47-year-old woman. This is the age that they like. Has been missing since the 27th of June. This was in Surrey. Again, this is this year. Nobody heard about this. A body has been found as part of a search for a missing woman. Thames Police have been conducting an extensive investigation to try and find Faustina, that's how you say it, age 47, since she left home in the Horton area on the 27th of June. Sadly, on Monday, July the 1st, officers found a body in the water off the B376 in Wraysbury. Formal identification has not taken place, but officers believe this to be Faustina. I can't say that wrong, I'm sorry. The family have now been made aware and being supported. Extensive inquiries are ongoing since she was reported missing. Very sadly, body has been located. Although formal identification has yet to take place, we believe it to be Faustina. A file will be prepared for the coroner, so that means no suspicious. Our thoughts remain with Faustina's family. We would like to thank Berkshire Lowland Search and Rescue, members of the public. Due to the closeness of the search to Surrey, police in Runnymede have shared the appeal. Do we have anything else on this? No. So when it says prepared for the coroner, we all know what that means, don't we? I can do a part 2, or I can leave it if you guys aren't interested. Well, I'm not saying you're not interested, but it might be a bit tedious going through all this because it is very sad. Hi, Agnes. How you doing, my lovely? Not seen you for a while. Right, I am seriously worried about Diane. Remember Diane? Not seen her for over a year. I think it does. I genuinely think that we need to get together because there's more folks. I know. I honestly, Jenna, there is loads, and I'm sorry, but if everybody just, if everybody knew about this, the public will be questioning it, right? But because they don't talk about it, you're very welcome, Yvonne, love. Thanks for coming in. I'm sorry it's not been a very long stream at all, but I've got stuff to do. It's just a bit manic at the moment. We're getting up really early as well, so that's why I'm to get to bed early if I can get some sleep, because George usually wakes me up snoring. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, do you want me to do some more? Now, we're going to be doing a Curious News on Sunday. Yeah, I've got a few things I need to do, and then get ready for bed. I've got to go and walk George as well, so I've got loads to do. Yeah, I'll probably be getting to bed about midnight and try and watch a bit of telly, and then try and get to sleep, because obviously we're up early with Jack, you see, because he's got his camp thing. So he's enjoying that. I can't believe summer's nearly over. Where's that gone? I'm getting there. I keep missing. It's all right. I've not been live that much, Agnes, to be honest. I've not been live that much. I've done a couple of garden streams. I've done, little bits and pieces. So tomorrow night will be the 90s quiz night on this channel. It's just for fun, because I can't, let's say the only way I could ever do it, like for a prize, would be if people came on the panel and it was the first person to answer the question. What does that say? 12 what? 12 degree. It was warmer than that here. Where are you, love? What's it now? 16 at the moment. It's been ever so warm here. Oh, smashing. Hopefully I'll be here. Yeah, I say we need, if people want to do the panel thing, but I'm not organised in time for tomorrow, so we'll just go for the Manchester. Yeah, we'll just go for the normal one for fun. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off, and as I say, I should be on tomorrow, all being well, and Sunday. And hopefully I'll get out next week, because I've not really done much, because Jack's been at camp most of the summer, so I've not been able to do much. But next week, I think, is the last week of the holidays, or the kids back next week? Oh, they're back next week, aren't they? So it should be a bit quieter then, shouldn't it? Yeah, it should be a bit quieter next week. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I've just joined, and we'll scroll back. Yeah, well, it'll be left up, but bear in mind the chat takes a while to process, so you won't be able to see the live chat yet. So if you want to wait for the replay so you can watch the live chat, it's up to you. Or you can, I do need to make a video about that, actually. I keep forgetting on my other channel about the fags. Right, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. You take care. Good night. God bless. And again, sorry for not being as active, but I will do my best. All right. Tomorrow night, the Penny Bunny channel, the main channel. Gizmo and George, Agnes, my love. Gizmo and George. Penny Bunny will be doing, like Brum Vixen Love, we'll be doing a 90s quiz tomorrow. Trivia, a bit of movies, music, TV, bit of fun, bit of shits and giggles for a Sunday, for a Friday night. You need to make lists. What about all these suspicious deaths? I agree. Yeah, the flags are beautiful. They are beautiful. I think I need to get one from outside mine. All right then, guys. Good night. God bless. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Hit the like if you don't mind, and take care. Ta-ta.